All right. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, savages? I'm Savage Brick. Oh, shoot, my mic's way low. I meant to turn the thing down. All right. Hey, what's up, savages? My name is Savage Brick Sports, and today I'm going to be doing the director's commentary for. Oh, excuse me. For AIGOS 1. That's how you pronounce it. AIGOS. AI Generated Object Show. So, the idea for this came from, well, I thought of it myself, but it came from, the amount of AI stuff that's out there. And I started making it back in November of last year. And basically, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to explain sort of the process behind making it, and it's going to be totally unscripted, so it might be a bit of a mess at times. So, yeah, let's jump straight into it. The following video you're about to watch was written mostly by AI. Okay, so my explanation for this is that it's around 80% AI written, around 20% me. In fact, actually, the entire first part of the episode was entirely written by me because you got to give the AI a prompt to work with. So, yeah, let's jump straight into it. The AI writer that I used is Novel AI, so it's the stuff that Doug uses for his videos, which it gets pretty crazy at times. Okay, so here we see Alan the Acorn. I gave them all real names because I felt like that was more realistic. And this background is AI generated by Dolly AI, so just so you know, this is one of only two AI generated backgrounds we use. I tried AI generating all the backgrounds for this, but that ended up not working out too well, so yeah, I only used about two of them. Alright, let's see. I can also, the assets are AI generated, and I will actually look at some of the old assets that I generated. First, I generated one with Dolly Mini, and it looked like this, which it's not bad, but it's not good either. And then I generated, hold on, this. See, it's much higher res than the old one with Dolly 2, which actually you have to pay for. And I also generated this one at the same time. And this is the one I ended up going with in the end, but I did edit it. As you can see, the leaf is not colored in. Hold on, how do I delete this? There we go. The leaf is not colored in, and it also has these really ugly black spots on it. And all the ones that I generated here, I'm going to drag all of them in right now so you can see. All the assets that I generated had these black spots on them. Yeah, I'm showing them all off right now. I left Craig the Carrot alone because I feel like the black spots actually fit for that one. But, yeah. And also, this was the old asset for Martin the Mushroom. And the reason why I didn't use this one is because, well, first of all, there's no color, so it doesn't really fit in with a voice actor. And also, it sort of looks like a, well, yeah. And this was another old asset for Martin that I didn't use. This is Martin's actual asset that ended up being generated. I ended up changing it in Photoshop so it looks better. Because there's this like little, here, can I get a pointer? I'll use this letter T for it. So there's this section over here, which I don't like because it looks kind of like weird. It sticks out in a weird way, and I did not like that, so I got rid of it. Here is the lollipop, the bar patron at the end, which I actually got voiced by a kid because I thought it'd be really funny to have a kid voice a bar patron. All right, this is I ended up regenerating using the feature of Dolly that allowed you to regenerate certain parts of the image. Unfortunately, it caused like this weird blue spot right here and this weird red spot right here. So those ended up getting changed in Photoshop. Bury the battery. All right, this one I cleaned up quite a bit, as you can see. Casey the coin. In one of the scenes, actually, this asset is still being used, so that was a mistake. Tina the tennis ball. I like the coloring on this one. I don't know why it generates black spots. I think it has something to do with copyright. I think it has something to do with the fact that you can't infringe copyright using AI generated art, so they end up like generating black spots in order to try to avoid that. Okay, but anyway, here we see Alan walking around. And I actually used... Hold on. We're not going to get started yet. Let's see if I can find the video for it. I actually recorded something in Spore, and that's the audio that ended up getting used. It doesn't look like I can find it. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's continue. Can I play, please? There we go. Yep, those are also Spore sound effects. That's a spaceship created by Game Builder 2K. She said it took her around 6 hours to create this spaceship, but yeah, I believe her actually. And I actually used a reference from a spaceship I found in Spore, created by Parkaboy. Here's what it looks like originally. So yeah, is it considered a crime to like reference someone else's artwork, or I guess Spore creation in this case? I don't know. You can debate that in the comments. But yeah, this all so far has been written by me. I added some dripping sounds for ambience.
Welcome! You six have been gathered
here for a special purpose. Uh-oh. Hold on.
For a special purpose.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
I was about to get to that. You six will compete against each other for the right to be the one sent back in time to prevent our planet from blowing up.
So some people were confused on my crew about whose planet they were preventing from blowing up. You know, it's not like he was abducted by a spaceship, which indicates, you know, being from a different planet, you know. I sort of thought that was obvious, but I did have to go in and explain that, no, they are not saving their own planet. They're saving someone else's planet. Alright, by the way, this background was created by Z Animation Studio. He's a really talented artist. Same for this one. And this one, I built a reference in Minecraft for this. I'll show that off right now, actually. All the backgrounds, except for the ones that were AI generated, were I made references in Minecraft ahead of time. See, here's what it originally looked like. So, yeah, that's how the background was made. Your first challenge is to pass through this door. Okay, so your first challenge is to... That was the last part that I wrote, and then I let the AI take over from there. Your last challenge is to pass through this door. That pass through this door was written by AI.
Challenge is to pass through this door. If you do not make it, then you're eliminated. Good luck and Godspeed.
Oh, by the way, these landscapes are all AI generated. You see, I actually have my own background credit in this episode. I'll show off that one later. But I did make only one half of one background. So, yeah, technically I made a background, but it wasn't that much. Oh, shoot, I just realized there's a random apostrophe here. Right here. I didn't notice that before. Who? Alright, so Shroomy was the original voice for Casey. I did not use their lines in the end because I wasn't satisfied with how they came out. So, yeah, that's why they're credited there. I added in an AI quote because I thought that was really funny. I'm not going to explain the jokes in here. I'm just going to sort of let them play. I feel like explaining the jokes kind of ruins them, so I won't do that. Okay, so for this part, the AI wrote that all these characters looked at Alan and said, "You're kidding, right?" I'll link the script in the description so you can read it yourself. I will have in bold the parts that were written by AI and in not bold the parts that I wrote. So you'll be able to understand which parts I wrote and which parts the AI wrote.
You're kidding.
This part was animated by Mew.
Why are you all looking at me?
What's your name?
I'm Alan, the Acorn.
Okay, so actually, Tina the tennis ball was originally voiced by him, the same actress for Casey. Alan the Acorn was originally going to be voiced by my friend Caleb, but after recording some, he sort of got busy and sort of changed his mind, so I ended up finding someone on Fiverr to voice Alan. This one little walking scene was animated by Z Animation Studio. Yeah, so for this scene, it was animated sort of half by Mew, half by Z. This part was animated by Mew.
Open sesame.
Okay, so Cameron, the guy from Fiverr, did a really good job at laughing here. I was originally just going to use a sound effect for this, but I don't know, he kind of nailed it, so I had to use it.
What is so funny?
Alright, so that's Sam Langenfeld doing his best Russian accent. I was considering whether or not it'd be offensive to do a Russian accent, but it's not like it's an Indian accent, you know, that would be probably pretty offensive, but yeah, I think I actually was the original voice for Craig the Carrot, but I didn't like the way my lines came out, so I ended up changing that. Oh, by the way, the laughing part was animated by Z, not Mew. This part was animated by Mew. This part was animated by Mew. This part was animated by Z. That's another Spore sound effect. I'm using a lot of video game sound effects. Oh my god, I love Martin's face here and Casey's. Z really nailed this one.
For those of you who don't know what to do, I'll explain. Each of you has a number pinned to your left shoulder. That number represents a different letter. So, for example, if your number's 1, then press the button that begins with the letter A. This will take you to the next round. Now, go forth and multiply.
By the way, this background was also made by Z. Oh wait, so half of this scene was animated by Z, half of it was animated by Spoiled Eggs. Alright, this part, the background was made by Object, the animation was done by Namu Animations, I think that's correct. So here's Tina sitting down. Originally, I think it was Martin also supposed to sit down right here, but I don't think that ended up happening in the end. So here's the part where Casey's old asset was ended up being used by mistake. Yeah. Here Alan looks huge, which I don't know why that ended up happening. Look at this, cockroaches all over the floor. Because actually the reference ended up having cockroaches all over the floor because I used mods for it. Here, I'll show the reference off right now. Here's what the reference looked like. Whoops. Here's what the reference looked like. And Rug ended up making it, or not Rug. How do I pronounce their name? I'm not even going to bother pronouncing their name. So yeah.
Hello, folks. My name is Mr. Smith.
Oh, I love how you can see he has his gray legs here.
My name is Mr. Smith. I'm the owner of this facility. I've assembled all these contestants for a very important mission.
By the way, I also found Mr. Smith's voice actor on Fiverr. It's Daniel Masakote, which he's actually surprisingly cheap. I think he's like $5 for 250 words, which is a bargain. Yeah, you can find his Fiverr pretty easily if you look up his name.
We need to save the world from destruction. To do that,
This part was animated by Object, and the backgrounds are by Rug.
we must find the one thing that can destroy the world. Before we start, I want to tell you...
Okay, so let me talk about the process for how I found animators. So the way I found animators originally was on the Object Show community server, in which I basically just went to the networking tab and posted my my Discord server, and people slowly started joining in. And so I thought of I'm peeking. I thought of an idea that would allow me to get animators way faster. So I basically told all the animators I had at that point that if you refer someone and get them to audition, you get $5. By the way, this is a paid show, so I'm paying all these animators and all these background artists. You get paid $5. And if they make it onto the show, you earn another $5. And before I knew it, I was down $300, and I had 33 animators. So it worked kind of a bit too well. But I'm planning on cutting those who can't adhere to the style too well, and those who get scenes in late. So we should be able to. Oh damn it! Now it reset. So we should be able to see a lot more consistent and a lot more faster animation in the future.
Smith. I'm the owner of this facility. I've assembled all these contestants for a very important mission.
By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier. Between this scene and this scene, there's actually a scene that got cut that it basically involved them spinning another wheel, which I thought was really unnecessary because we already saw them spin this wheel, and we're going to see them spin a wheel later. So the voice acting was done for that, but it wasn't used. So yeah.
Hello, folks. My name is Mr. Smith. I'm the owner of this.
Now, I actually originally tried voicing Mr. Smith, and also some guy named Nando Mations also tried voicing Mr. Smith. It's kind of hard to find voice actors who fit the role, so I ended up, just trying to find voice actors in the community when you don't know anyone is really hard. And I went through a couple of them for each role before I ended up settling on the current cast. And actually, I haven't even settled perfectly on the current cast. I think I'm also planning on replacing Casey's voice actor for the next episode. So, yeah, that's about that.
Facility. I've assembled all these contestants for a very important mission.
All right, there's not much to say here, so.
On before getting dressed.
Here you can definitely see the Minecraft bed. So, yeah.
At least that was my daily routine before the planet blew up.
That one line there I actually wrote. So
your next challenge,
this was animated by Z,
is to solve this
and of course a lot of people pointed out already the BFDI book
puzzle. The object of the game is to write down your name and place it under the correct section.
Alright, so for the writing for this episode, I didn't regenerate. There's an option where you can like regenerate the AI's responses over and over again. And I'm planning to do that a lot for future episodes. In fact, I've already written up to episode 5. Yeah, but I didn't do it that much for this episode, so there's a lot of things here that don't like make sense. Like the challenge that Mr. Smith gives is not the challenge they end up doing in the end. So, yeah, that's one thing I like to point out about the writing. Oh, come on, load! This is a file on my computer. Why is it not loading? Hold on, give me a second.
The object of the game is to write down your name and place it under the correct section. Once you finish, you'll be transported to the next level. Good luck to you all.
Okay, by the way, Mr. Smith, actually, I did try AI generating his asset as well. I ended up going with a stick figure in the end, like David. because I feel like it fit better in with the style of the show. But I'll show off Mr. Smith's asset right now. This is what he originally looked like. Yeah, this is the man with metal legs. Yeah. So that's that.
Man, this is one weird experience.
I agree. We should stick together and help each other out.
Hey.
This is the first line. That was the first line by Martin the Mushroom. I think. Yeah, well, Martin the Mushroom, voiced by Quint Blackwood at QBVA _. He's a pretty good voice actor.
What about me? Can I come too?
Alan isn't even a contestant.
I think I'm going to skip through most of this. Oh, yeah, there's actually a mistake in this one line.
Complete the challenge.
Okay, there's a mistake here because I feel like Barry the Battery's mouth doesn't contrast very well with the lightning bolt.
Why don't we all just use different letters?
And also, I feel like Sam's voice doesn't really fit in with the with the battery model that well, but you know, I don't really have that many options when it comes to voice actors, so I sort of went with what I had.
Pretty sure it doesn't matter which letters we use.
So if you missed it there, you actually could have heard my voice in the background for a second. Yeah, that was a mistake, and we fixed it so that only Miss Young's voice will be heard in future recordings. Because actually, I do live directing when it comes to voice acting. I do go in and say, like, oh, say the line sort of like this. And when they say the line, I'm sort of like, oh, yeah, do it a bit more like this and less like that. You know, basic directing.
It seems like every time we choose a letter, we have all vowels.
Let's try that.
All right, and there they are, not doing the challenge that Mr. Smith set out.
For your final test, you must answer this question. Whoever answers correctly will...
So this is the part that I used for the preview for the episode, which I'm pretty sure got a lot of people to subscribe, which I really liked.
Win immunity and...
But also the little things in the windows ended up getting changed between the preview and the episode being released.
The rest will be up for elimination. The question is, how many letters are in the alphabet? The answer is 26. Good luck.
I've got this one. I think it's either 2 or 3.
It's gotta be 4 because there are only 2 E's in the word electronics.
Nope, it's definitely 5. There are 4 keys in electronics and the middle E counts as a double letter.
I'm not going to guess. I'll wait until someone else gets it right. Then...
By the way, all these background ads are all AI generated as well. Yeah.
I'll copy their answer.
So we see a clock from BFDI, and a lot of time has passed, so they must have spent a long time answering those questions.
That's what I thought. It's definitely 5. I'd wager my life on it.
I'll bet my car.
I'll bet my house.
I'll bet my left leg.
I wasn't... okay, so first of all, the first thing I would like to mention here is that when Alan says, I bet my left leg, the script actually says that he holds his right leg in front of him, even though he says he bets his left leg. If you read the script, you'll be able to find that out for yourself. I think he actually is holding his left leg in this scene. I'll also like to show off the storyboard for this. The storyboards are all going to get released at one point, but I really like the storyboard for this. Oops. I'll bet my left leg. Transition to scene 2. This was all done by Nando, and scene 2 is going to be done by someone else, but
I don't want your left leg.
No, but I want yours.
Okay, that line right there I actually wrote. So that's one of the iconic lines. That's the line a lot of people pointed out in the comments of the episode. But I actually wrote that line. That was not AI written.
All right, well done, everyone. I hope you all have enjoyed your stay here. Your scores are as follows.
All right, so it looks like Tina got it right with 5. or maybe she was closest. What am I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. This part was actually animated by Casey Lab. So yeah. By the way, all the animators are all in order in the credits. So yeah.
All right.
This part was actually animated by Ed, which is not actually a person from the Object Show community. He's a person I found on the Sorry. On the Casting Call Club website. And this is actually his first time animating, which surprised me because he does it pretty good for his first time. But he doesn't really adhere to the style that well, so I'm not sure if I'll keep him around for future episodes. But, yeah. Anyway, by the way, all these animators are getting paid $100 per minute, which is quite a lot for an animator in the community. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it.
The contestant eliminated after today's challenge
is... Originally, I was going to have viewer voting, but I decided against that because I would like to write all the episodes out in advance. Like I said before, I've already written up to episode 5, and it's going to be a 7-episode series, so it ends after 7 episodes. Whether or not I'll do a season 2, that's still up in the air at this point. Depends if I have the money for it.
Is Alan the Acorn.
Wait! Let me speak! Listen, I'm not a plant. I actually came here to help. I know the location of the thing that can destroy the world. If you want to save the world, you have to let me go.
He's bluffing. There's no way he can know that.
Are you willing to wager the world on that?
If you know where it is, tell me. Where is it?
If I tell you that, then you'll have no more use for me and you'll discard me like a used tissue. The only way you're getting my information is if you keep me in the contest.
By the way, all this music is in the credits, which a lot of people did not end up watching, which is not surprising. But yeah, this is music from Deus Ex, the 2000 sci-fi game.
Okay, so since we can't eliminate Alan the Acorn, that means second to last place loses. Craig the Carrot, sayonara.
Wait!
Okay, so this is the one one background that I created, and I only created the outline for it. I did not do any of the coloring because, frankly, I don't know how to do coloring. I'm more of a director than an artist myself. But yeah, this was the background was outlined by me, and well, I built all the backgrounds in Minecraft beforehand, and I've already done that for episode 2 as well. Logo was created by Object. The coloring was done by Object. Wait, was the logo created by Object? I don't even remember. I think it was. Anyway, I'll correct that in the comments if I'm wrong. So here we see Lollipop and Catalytic Converter enjoying a drink.
Oh my god, bad news.
Craig sees a box on the ground with a note in it and a button. And cliffhanger. I'm sad people didn't stick around for the credits because this is some banger credit music. The credit music is by Volt, and it's actually the only song in the video that I actually got permission to use. The rest is just video game music and one song from Boards of Canada that was on one of their mixtapes, so basically it's not copyrighted. And yeah, this tree, it's a really beautiful background actually, created by Dolly as well. Let's see, is there anything to mention in the credits? Alright, so Casey, I don't know what their real name is, because they didn't stick around, actually, in the Discord. So these animator credits are in order. Fred Animations, Anim XYZ, their scene actually got cut and was reanimated by Mew and Z Animations later. I'll show that off right now, actually. And if you watch it,
You're kidding, right? Why are you all looking at me?
What's your name?
I'm Alan, the Acorn.
So this was the original scene 3 that ended up getting cut.
Open sesame.
What is so funny?
So yeah, I ended up spending $50 on that and ended up not even using it in the end, so I hope that doesn't happen in future episodes. Let's see, is there anything else to mention in the credits? Oh, now it's not loading. Okay. Bat created 1 background in this episode. I created 1 background, half a background. Object created, I think, 2-ish backgrounds. Let's see if I can pronounce his name. Gerald Gilriggle. They created most of the backgrounds. Z Animation Studio produced another quite a few backgrounds as well. Storyboards. It was mostly done by Nando. Rosie did I think the Mr. Smith legs part and I think the last scene inside the bar, and that's about it. I will release the storyboard soon, so don't worry about that. So sound design, I don't remember what Quint actually did for sound design, but yes, all the sound effects were done by me, or they were put together by me. They weren't created by me. I don't do Foley. I do take video game sound effects and then put them in the episode, which it's very unlikely that you'll get a copyright claim from video game sound effects. By very unlikely, I mean like almost 0. Like that's the chance you'll get a copyright claim for video game sound effects. So yeah, using copyrighted sound effects, no big deal in YouTube. Audio mixing, Quint did, I think Casey's lines originally had a fan on in the background, and Quint had to go in and remove them, remove that sound, so. If you want to know the prompt for this, it was, Alien Gas Station. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool, actually. I like, I did do some funny things with the credits to help me show off the Dolly made backgrounds, because I thought they looked really cool. Okay, special thanks to, Caitlin Millions actually originally is another Fiverr voice actor, and she was originally going to voice Tina, and I came to my audio guy, Quint, and he basically said that he didn't really have that much chemistry with the rest of the voices, so I'm like, okay. So we ended up wasting $20 on those lines, so, oh well. But I will release the cut with her lines in the storyboards, when the storyboards get released. So, yeah. Director's commentary coming soon. That's what I'm doing right now. So overall, I'm fairly satisfied with the episode. I'm not like 100%. I'm not like it's a complete masterpiece. This is my magnum opus. No, it's not my magnum opus, but episode 2 might be, because I already created the script for that, and it's in production right now, and it is really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The script, anyway. Storyboarding is happening right now. Voice acting is almost done. So, yeah. And that's it. That is episode 1 of AIGOS. Oh my god, we're coming up on 35 minutes. Jesus. So, yeah, basically, I hope you learned something about how the show was created. And I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later. Be sure to subscribe and make sure to remain savage.